The report of the Commission of Inquiry into an alleged plot to kill the president was presented to the National Assembly on Thursday. According to Minister of Public Security Ramjattan, the report has not been discussed at the level of cabinet.
I have some fundamental differences of opinion on it. That's the Commissioner's perspective. I have some differences. But I am very glad that indeed the Commission of Inquiry was held.
The report has been with the president for some 2 months now. Ramjattan said that when the cabinet deliberates on the issue, he will address the contents of the report. Among recommendations of the report are that Commissioner of Police Silal Prasad be made to resign on the conditions that the president sees fit, or otherwise, initiate a process provided for in the Constitution to have the commissioner removed from office.
It did bring out a number of things as happening in our police force. It is a very useful exercise, like every commission of inquiry. That's all I have to say on that.
What aspects of the report you have?
I wouldn't want to go into that. You want me to, like the president spelled divide wrong, you want me to go and cause division now? I would, yeah. Sorry, the opposition leader, sorry. Former President Jagdeo.
The minister maintained that the report of Slow, a retired assistant commissioner of police, does not mean that all which he has recommended will be acted upon or should be implemented.
Because that was only recommendatory. It is for the president to go on and do what has to be done. But I'm certain that the president is going to ask people like myself what I think.
Meanwhile, Minister of State Joseph Harmon told a press briefing today that President David Granger is still contemplating how he will be implementing the recommendations.
Certainly, we have to take into consideration the recommendations that have been made. But as I said to you earlier, the COI makes recommendations, but then these are issues now that we have to look at the way in which the entire force is going to be affected by these recommendations. And so you have the recommendations of the COI, and then you also have other recommendations which have been made by the person who is looking at the security sector reform program. So we'll fit all of these things into place, and the recommendations will fit into those, and the actions which will be taken will be based on the recommendations of the COI and the determinations also of the security sector reform program.
However, despite all that is being said, it would be premature and ill-advised if the government is to go ahead and sanction any senior officer within the Guyana Police Force without the presence of a police service commission in place. The life of the last commission expired several weeks ago. Leroy Smith, Newsroom.